Hey now. Happy Monday, everyone. And I hope everyone has had a blessed day and they have an even better, relaxing evening. I'm coming back to drop another one, but what I want to speak on today is Miss Nana, Nene, whatever she calls herself, and Day Day, Roz's children. They're grown women, so I don't feel bad about speaking anything towards them because they come out here and disrespect their elders, kids, and anybody they can disrespect because that's how they were raised. They get it from their mama. But for Miss Nene or Nana, it was saddening to hear this so-called prestigious lawyer sit there and talk about a newborn baby, an innocent newborn baby, and knowing that she possibly could have another child, and she's putting that type of curse over her child's head by talking about one of God's innocent children. He says, you don't mess with babies, old folks, and fools. You leave them be, you see. And a lot of people on this crazy sector we're in seem to have a problem with always talking about people's children. You know, I'm a much more mature woman now, but in my younger days, you would have talked about my child. Those would have been some fighting words, you see. So I don't see how people feel the need to bring innocent children into adult business. You see, Roz brought her girls into this, and she should really and truly be embarrassed of the way that these girls display themselves out here. You know, look at the way Day Day dresses, but she acts like Day Day is everything up under the moon and the sun. But look how she carries herself with those two little clothes on, all her skin hanging every which way but loose. You know, that ain't nothing sexy or cute about that. You can cover yourself up and still look beautiful and sexy. You know, you this Nana, you're supposed to be a lawyer. What kind of law firm do you work for? Or have you just totally given up that career so you can be a YouTuber? Because it seems like you spend more time invested in YouTube than you do your job. Because you would carry and conduct yourself a lot different than you do for the public's display, knowing that these people are good at doxing, they're good at exposing people, and could any day find out where you work at and show the type of behavior that you're putting out here that is an embarrassment to yourself and to your law firm. And your mother, Roz, she should really be embarrassed because it's showing the type of children that she has raised and that she's not that perfect mother that she displays. You know, I'm glad you came out here and expressed how she put all of that on your back. But then you came back to try to clean it up, and it was a bit too late. The truth shall set you free. And I know you hold resentment from that. And that's why you guys have this up and down relationship that you want to display to us is so perfect, you know. But like I say, for you to come out here and talk about an innocent baby, I mean, talked about that baby so bad, it didn't make no sense. I couldn't believe it. And we have a lot of that going on. You know, and folks just need to leave these children alone because we are in a dying world as is. And the children are the future. They are the next generation. And we need to try to lift them up and bring them to a standard that will help them to be successful and not be a statistic out here. But instead, we beat children down like the internet doesn't stay on forever, and these children can go back and see and hear these types of things being said about them. You know, I don't never want to come out and hurt a child, let alone an adult. You see, I just come out and try to speak facts and truth. But it's a lot of hurting people in this sector. It's a lot of miserable people in this sector. And that's why there's no loyalty. They're just it's no honor whatsoever. You know, everyone is whatever it takes to get that dollar. One minute you cool with them and the next minute you're not, you know. Then you're rekindling friendships, or you mad because this person is supporting another person, you know. But we all grown women and men out here, you know. If it's not hurting you, why are people so invested in others' lives to where they get so mad and so angry that they come out here and say such evil things, you know? So that goes to show there is a lot of hurting people. But Roz, I really feel like you should really be ashamed of your girls and the way that they display themselves out here on these YouTube streets. You know, because when you came out, you made it seem like you had the best daughters in the world, you know, and I'm never here to take any accomplishment from them, but they don't display that type of behavior out here on the YouTube streets. So if they're not displaying it in the world, what do you think they do behind closed doors? These girls have no respect, you know. Nana has an older following, but she talks to them like she's talking to one of her girlfriends with no respect at all. She says anything and thinks she's trying to school somebody that already been there and done that and passed that and have grown from that. You see, she needs to stay in her place. You need to stay in your place, young lady, because in natural reality, you just making yourself look bad. You making yourself really and your mom look bad. So y'all can quit with all this perfect world you guys are living in, because you're dysfunctional just like everybody else's dysfunctional family. You see, you can talk real big and use all the big words that you want to use and form these sentences to make it sound good, but reality is reality and facts is facts. You see. And actions always speak louder than all those words that you're saying. You guys don't make sense, and your math is not mathing, and it's not adding up by the conduct that you guys bring out here, you know. But what hurt me is to see, and not even a teenage child, but a newborn baby. Talk about that baby like a dog like that. Like you might not never have another child in the future and put that type of curse on your head. Because I tell you, God don't like ugly, and he is not too fond of beauty. And vengeance, it shall be his. You know, he gives you, all of us, choices to either do right or do wrong, or to make a change and come back under his umbrella. But you guys keep running and playing and circling around on the devil's playground to where I'm scared to see when the wrath hits you. I want to see something happen, which is an end to all of this nonsense, because this sector was not as bad until certain people entered it. And some of those certain people are like Roz, your mother. You see, and then you guys came along. See, I would never in my right mind have my daughter or my son displaying this type of behavior out here on the YouTube streets. Because first of all, they need to stay in a child's place. Even though they're grown, they still need to stay in a child's place. And I would not want them coming out here looking like some ignorant individuals trying to come out here and back up some mess I got going on, when I shouldn't even be in that type of mess and drama at 50 years old. You see? So y'all need to really make a lot of things make sense, because it's not. It's not making sense. And the only people that agree with you all and what you're doing is other miserable people, because misery loves company. But anybody that has a heart and has a right mind, all of what's going on is hurting. It's hurting them. It's breaking spirits. It's depressing. That's why I can't follow everybody and run around up in everybody's chats and all of this stuff, because it seems like everyone feels that negativity is the key. feeling as if positivity or speaking your truth won't get you nowhere. But instead, we'll slander, harass, and hurt each other any type of way that we can. And that's the problem. Us black folks cannot stick together. Us queens cannot fix each other crown because no one wants to see somebody else doing better than them. See, Raj, you stopped liking Sharita because you really seen that Sharita was moving up to a place that you didn't want her to move. See, you thought she was going to stay low. And as long as she stayed low, it was all good with you. But what I've taken from this is that that girl started moving up. And when that woman started making moves and it started looking like it was going to overtop what you were doing, oh, you want to throw her away and turn all your followers against her. Not knowing half your followers were going to go with her. You see? But y'all could have did a lot better by doing something positive, having a true sister code, and fixing each other crowns and having each other back out here on the YouTube for something that is positive. Not all of this negativity, cussing and fussing, you know. And I cuss. I'm not a perfect person. But I'm not going to come out here and display that type of behavior and then have to carry myself and say that I'm a classy woman, a grown woman. No, that ain't how grown women move, you see. So I just wanted to say that to you, young lady. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you ought to be embarrassed. Your mother should be embarrassed because the way you're acting, it shows the way that she raised you all and the things that you all seen. And I hate that all that responsibility had to be put on you, you know, as the older sibling. You know, but I know you came back out here to clean all that up. But what you were saying, you meant it. You guys have a dysfunctional relationship. And guess what? A lot of us do with our parents, or a lot of us do with our children. You see? But you come out here and be transparent. Talk about things that, I mean, you're an educated young woman. You have a law degree. There are so many positive things that you and your mother could be talking about out here, even Day Day. Because she's been right up in the home and stuff with you all. You know, that, like I say, could have someone that's down and in the place that you once were, have that breakthrough and come up. Feel encouraged, inspired. But who can be encouraged or inspired about the things that you guys are doing out here? And it's not just you all, it's a lot of folks is in this sector. You know, it's a lot. So like I say, that's why I can't tune in to all of that. And every day can't come out here making videos because you have to tune in to nonsense in order to have that reaction. So that's why my goal is to move from any type of reaction through this sector, unless I feel like it now, and talk about something that's entertaining, funny, something, the TV shows, something, girl talk, something other than all of this negative energy that is circling around in this group. It's sad. It's sad. Like I say, soon as somebody get mad at somebody, they hopping over with the person that they once was talking about, that was supposed to have been their enemy, anything to make this person feel bad, or because it wouldn't make me feel bad, because like I say, we don't know each other. We're trying to build, I would be trying to, myself, build genuine connections, but not to be saying someone's my best buddy or anything like that unless God ordains that, because I know how people are. They change just like they change their draws. And one day they can be one person and the next day they a whole nother person. You wouldn't even know who you was dealing with. And everybody seems like they come out here with a motive and bad intentions. They start off like it's good, but then when they get the people, then that's when they come showing all of this ill will and this malicious ways. So I think that all three of you women, from Roz, Day Day, and you, y'all need to really rethink what y'all doing, because God is going to come and strike. I don't think y'all believe that. So that also goes to show me you can't be God-fearing women, because I would be scared. of the repercussion of the things that I'm putting out here in the world that is hurting, harassing, stalking, being evil, malicious towards other people. But you all don't have any remorse whatsoever. So once again, that goes to show me that this is who you are. This is your character. You see? And everything starts from home. Everything, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So that goes to show you, Roz, you weren't a good mother. You missed a few marks as well. You know better than nobody else. And the only time you want to admit to anything is when you're being exposed. Try being transparent. Because we all can agree somewhere within somebody's story, there's some type of familiarity. We all are familiar with certain things. Because like I say again, no one is exempt from problems. No one. From the richest to the poorest. No one. But God bless you all. You know, and I just pray, you know, you guys make me really sick to my stomach. And like I say, it's depressing, it's sad, it's sick, it's ignorant, and it's nothing of God. Because God don't bless no mess. And all of this what's going on is completely messy. A complete, utter mess. And it's just circling around and putting dirt on everybody that touches it. So, you guys have a good evening. And I'm going to talk to my supporters now. We not going to be on this type of bull crap that these people are on, feeling that this is the way to create content and to bring revenue. Because that's not good revenue. All money ain't good money. Especially if it comes with you selling your soul and putting your life out there on display as ignorant human beings. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. But you all have a wonderful night. I appreciate all my supporters. I love communicating with you guys in the comments. If I'm a day or two late, that means I really haven't been on. I've been busy. But as soon as I see it, I get right to it and I answer back. You know, and it brings me joy to see that I can communicate with people that got good sense. Everybody ain't no fool, you know. So I love you all. You guys have a good evening. Hit like, share, and subscribe. And let's try to do better as a whole. As a whole. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. So God bless you all. Much love and have a great evening. Bye-bye.